Hi, Il. What up, Il? How are ya? I ain't seen you in a minute, Il. What you been up to? Hey, beauty. How you doing? How you doing, Il? You know I'm becoming your favorite subscriber, right? I'll be, you know that, right? I have to come and chill in your room. You say trying to stay out the way from what? I'm good. I'm really good. I'm good. Trying to get this work week over with. That's about it. But I'm good. I'm good. Yep. I'm coming back over on your panel Saturday. Or am I invited on Saturday? I got to wake up at 6 o'clock to catch you though. Am I invited? Am I invited on your panel? You know I like sitting over there laughing with you and talking about your topics. Okay, it's a panel date. I'm coming. It's a panel date. How's work? Hi, Miss Brown. Oh, we gonna have breakfast Saturday. I'm gonna be up. I think about what? What time I gotta get up? 7? I gotta get up at 7. You an early bird. Listen, though, you're gonna have to get you some quick breakfast. I done ate my breakfast up and you still cooking. Like, really? What? It take too long. You got to go to the store. You got to heat up the skillet. You got to cut this and do that. I'll be having some quick stuff. I think I'm gonna have oatmeal though. Yeah. Beauty, what you doing? What are you doing? Hi, Raina. Hi, Raina. You say I'm going in? It depends on what you're talking about. Is it weird to have hot soup in the summer? I had a taste for soup today, so I got some vegetable soup. Is that weird? Or what? Weird. Well, I had a few minutes, so I just wanted to sit in and say hi to you guys. Everybody is like, oh, she deleted, she deleted her morning live. She deleted her morning live. I'm not smacking. I am not. Hi, Curtis. I'm definitely not smacking. Maybe it's the crackers. Hi, Sherry. I'm just sitting back here and continue to watch all of the crazy stuff that goes on. And it still stands, and at the end of the day, hi, Minecraft. I'm just entitled to having my opinion just like everybody else. There's one thing that I am going to explain to you guys, right? So that it doesn't get misconstrued, because that's what things, that's how it happens out here. Hi, Lovebug. Hi, Poo Poo. What I was speaking on is what wasn't clear to me, and I'm entitled to that. I'm definitely entitled to that. Like I said, it's the picture. It's the picture. And I talk about that picture not just with people on YouTube. I show this picture to a lot of people because they ask me, what made you want to go out? And support Mr. Kelly. So, it's the picture, saw that, kind of saw, the first, no, I did not see the first rally, but then I start hearing, that there was another rally that had played out for Mr. Kelly. Then I saw the picture, and then I saw people involved trying to join, I'm going to call it a kale ship. You know what I mean? A kale's ship. And I was like, oh, okay. They put together something, right? Wow, that's cool. That's what's up, Me, I never focused on the 2002 trial, especially after a jury had spoken and was presented all of this circumstantial evidence against Mr. Kelly back in 2002. I don't focus on how he got off or if he paid this or he did this or this was shown and, people went out the country. I didn't care about that because it was in his past, and I don't judge people for their past. I think that if you're going to come after somebody, it damn well better be something that you can prove that a person has currently done. We don't condemn for a person's past. People look at it, but at some point, once it has been discussed and a remedy has been given, it's over with, Maybe it's me because of, what I practice and what I write up. Because like I say, I write papers and stuff. So it's like, once a person has done something, I don't like for the person to get tapped for the same infraction or something. So that's why I believe in expunging a lot of things, and things cannot be cited prior to anything of the said date, right? So that's that with Mr. Kelly, but it was that picture. And this is my story, and nobody can tell my story and how I have my opinion about that picture. Nobody knew nobody, absolutely, at least nobody that I was aware of when the July Walk for Kales took place. Nobody, unless, I had the impression that nobody knew anybody, right? But before the Walk for Kales, there was people that was together. There was people that ate together, that laughed together, that was going to court together for Mr. Kelly. So when I saw that, I was thinking, wow, it'll be a good idea to grow the support for Mr. Kelly. In my eyes, I thought that I saw the beginning of his support team in my eyes. So that's what made me come out there. But to learn now that people decided to, I like to call it the supper table, sit around a table, not know each other, but it's getting to know each other. I thought that was still a good thing. Hi, Miss Eva. Apparently not. When I put my opinions out here, like everybody else, I have had nothing but the utmost respect for everybody's opinion. And my opinion may be bullshit to others, but it wasn't to me. And that wasn't cool, but it's okay. because I'm not out here to be doing defamation of characters on what anybody is choosing to build or say or how they move. That's not what I'm out here. But I'm not blind. I'm not blind. I'm not deaf. And when you're not blind or deaf, meaning that when you see things and you hear things, those are the two senses that was given to us to establish your opinions about things that you see or you hear. And it was the supper table. That's what I like to call it. And I'll say it again. I look at that picture all the time. I guess one of my questions I would ask, since it didn't stay with like the unity of it, the liberty of it, when everybody is angry with everybody and everybody has a finger to point at everybody, is where I'm confused at. We ate together. We came down allegedly in honor to support Mr. Kelly, but we're pointing fingers at each other. And when people are pointing fingers at each other about, who's who and who's doing what and who's infiltrating and who's this person and who's this person, and for this escapade to be going on in like a circle, like for the last year, it just seems strange. It's just, in my opinion, a lot of things just still doesn't just sit well. And that's my freaking opinion. This isn't me pointing a finger at this person or this person or that person or this person. What caused, when did it happen, where did it happen, and all of that stuff. I'm not talking about the times where shit went wrong, with this alleged thing with Book and them. I get it, where all of them finally got exposed, right? Bookham, I don't believe it's at that supper table. At that time, I know that there was some times where he was at the R&B. I'm pretty sure. There was some times where he was at the basketball thing. I saw him outside of the Sprinter, so I get that part. I get that part. No matter how everybody else looks at it, because we're all going to look at the situation a lot differently. All I ask is, like, just what happened, where the picture was so perfect of this round oval supper table, where it actually kind of gave like the image that we are all here. We all came down to support him. I guess I looked past the fact that, or just could have not imagined that there were people there that was setting up some type of infiltration or whatever against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly at that table. I didn't look at it like that. I saw everybody doing a prayer, and they were congregating, and there was videos from there, and I saw everybody getting to know everybody. That's what started me out. Nobody wants to come out here by themselves, right? We look around to try to see who was all on board. So I guess the picture of the supper table was just, it was misleading. I'm not talking about the infiltration and stuff from the Drunken Larry and Angelo Clary. I was just more concerned about the picture perfect that I assumed was people that was going to really build something that had then grounded the foundation of the support team. All I do is just sit back and be like, wow, I was fooled. I can't speak for nobody else. Like, I was fooled. It was a table of people that made a choice to not keep the group, the organization or the support team together because I guess there was people there that had bad hearts. I wouldn't have known that. I only just went by the picture of it because I too was out here looking to see where was his support at. I did. That's what I did. And it was the picture. It was listening to some of the, hi Tori, it was listening to some of the recordings that was, like a few of them was taken at the supper table. There was a few of them taken at the Air R&B. There was a few that would make you want to say, okay, here's a team. But as time kept going on and on and on, I'm not talking about the outsiders. I'm not talking about Drunken Larry and them. That's a whole nother different eye piercing for me. I think I understand where all of that came into play at with them. So I get all of that, right? Because I just don't understand how everybody hard, whoever it may have been, to sit at that table. Like, some of us are here for him and some of us are not for him. And then to come to find out later on that it's at the point to where it is. So I guess that's where my disappointment is at with the situation. But in my opinion, it may not sit well with a lot of people out here. There's never no intentions on whether if I'm pointing somebody out for this or pointing somebody out for that or pointing somebody, because in reality, I care, but then I can't possibly give a damn about it because the damages have been done to Mr. Kelly. So the level of really giving a damn about it is out the window. But there's that part where it's like, ouch, like, ouch, like seriously, ouch. I did speak on where I saw this like go on and on and on, no different from you guys have. And it's kind of awkward. It was really awkward to hear so much about the person that was known to be the crucifier, right? But then everybody get to sit up here and know the intentional harm. It did not happen to me. It did not happen to me. So as far as me trying to bark back or anything, it wasn't me. But I think for a lot of people, including myself, and we're sitting out here, yeah, I was like, well, okay, now some things can be done to the crucifier that will actually slow him down, because he had now, instead of him mouthing all the time, he actually, I guess allegedly, finally did some harm, okay? And then when you start to hear like as if the big main problem was going to be eliminated, you become more hopeful with fighting for Mr. Robert Sylvester County. Because, like, okay, now it's finally something that could be done, whether if it was a, gag order or whatever. But I guess that's also will be stepping your boundaries when you just would hope that, okay, that can be used to shut him up, especially from hearing it like every day. When you hear things, you expect to see the actions, I guess I should say, so to speak, follow up behind it, right? No, it did not happen to me. And I can understand and respect that. Absolutely. Yeah. But I don't think that it was fair to say that because I put my opinion out that it was bullshit. Because I would never defame anybody's opinion out here. It's your opinion. I would never, ever, ever, and I never have. I just have not been raised that way to just put all of my eggs in one basket to where I just trust like anybody, man or woman. You can say what you want to say about it, but I will follow up and I do listen and I do research and I do look and I do have reasons to be like, that's not right. Or yes, okay, well, that's right. Well, that's not right. I'm under the impression, and I am full aware that a lot of people are not going to want you to speak on your opinions or, like you people say, your feelings about what you may think is wrong. We don't want to hear nothing about the wrong of it. Well, that's what my live was about, what I felt, where I saw the wrongness of, or the the stopping of the growth for Mr. Kelly. And I was just hopeful. I put my, I'm like, I want to go out there, like, with these people. That's how I was when I saw the picture. So I'm gonna go out there with these people. Wow, he's got a team out there. And to turn around and we are into 2021, the same team that I saw, I'm not gonna say, let me take the team word off of it. The same people that I saw at a supper table is what I assumed would have been the start of Mr. Kelly's support team. But it turns out that it wasn't. Everybody, they all just have been fighting, like, with each other, like, and pointing fingers at each other, and and you said this and you did this and you got this and you going this and you doing this, and it's like, how? Maybe that's what's got me confused. I guess that was like a meet and greet, I guess. So, a meet and greet. But then we come out, I sit out here, and all I hear is conflicting stories about a lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. They conflict. They do. They do. And no, I do not record and all of that stuff out there. No, I don't. I guess because I was only focused on, I don't care what these people say, because I was only focused on just being out here and just supporting Mr. Kelly. I really didn't care to focus much in on, or you did this, or you did that, or you're going to jail, or I'm going to fight you about this, or record all of you a bitch and you a bitch and you a bitch. I didn't want to record all of that stuff. I don't want it. I don't want it. I would prefer to have stuff where recorded where there was more walks for chaos and things like that. The good stuff. I didn't want to record any of the bad stuff. And it was all bad after the walk for kills. It has been nothing but bad. It has been nothing. Had jealousy kick in, led to hatred, led to, we gonna beat everybody up, led to pulling people information, led to, and it's just puzzling to me that how is it just always it's just the same circle of people that I saw, all the way back from the table. So, yeah, some shit is gonna confuse me. Absolutely, it's confusing. So, call me what you want. I don't care. Call my opinions bullshit or stupid. I don't care. I'm not gonna do it back though. You know why? Because I don't want to. Because it's not in my blood to do so like that. The shit it's just not in me. Because I know that opinions are just what they are, but may not make sense to all of you guys. Because along the way, as the story got longer and longer and longer, you can lose like track of a lot of stuff. But with me, I don't know, I always got to go all the way back to the beginning. I gotta go all the way back to the beginning. I got to look at the first team. I gotta look at and listen to this and listen to that. That's what I do. That's what I did. And which in whatever way that I decided to think, then that's on me. If I'm wrong about some things, then that's on me. But it still doesn't mean that anybody can stand up because you wear the pants to say, well, you know what, I'm going to take your opinion and I'm going to taint your opinion, or I'm going to, tell the whole world that, well, your opinion is like bullshit, because I would never say that someone else's opinion is bullshit. It's just that that's your theory and that's how you see things. But I get it. The way of the YouTube. I don't know. A lot of hooping and hollering. A lot of hooping and hollering. Everybody's sitting out here waiting on the next episode of it. And guess what? You never get it. It never comes. It never comes. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? Why didn't I do it? Why did I do what? Why did I do what? I wasn't the one that was attacked personally. So in order to deal with something like that, and I know to have a case or something like that, it has to be intentionally done to you. Had I made a choice to want to record a whole bunch of old things like that, I think that would have been something that I would have done. I probably would have put everything on a CD, dropped them all off around the streets and in offices or mail. But I probably would have done something like that if I was that hard up to do so. What made it easy for me to say, why hasn't anything done? It's a reaction off of what you have heard, what people response of what they were going to do. It's just a normal reaction. You know, like how people say, right? Oh my God, those were my Powerball numbers, man. I should have played it, but you didn't. And then we react, people react to it and they'll be like, why didn't you play it? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you how could you forget to put those numbers in, right? Oh my God. But to turn around and say that, well, why didn't you do it? It was because it wasn't my numbers. I didn't have those numbers to play. Same scenario. I'm going to say, I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I'm not retarded. I'm not slow. The only thing that's wrong with Pap is that she's just not easily to fall into groups or into cliques because it will take your free thinking away. It will become a moment where people feels like that they can constrain you, put you on a limit. It's like a mind thing, you know. If I say these things, if I do these things, and if I act this way, and all of a sort, right? And this is everywhere. Then I can get this person to be limited in what we call having your rights to do life. It does. It limits you, and I don't never want to have that feeling where I'm restricted. I don't want to be restricted. I also still would like to have an opinion without falling out and have my character defamated on, because I'm not going to do that to anybody else. You're allowed to say it. It doesn't send anybody to jail or don't hurt anybody. There's nothing that I want out here on these YouTube streets, because at the end of the day, I have to continue doing what I'm doing. And that's survival mode for me and my children. That's it. I'll never lose my freedom, ever. I'll never stand down from my opinions. I'm done with the attack mode, I guess. I think so. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. People don't want you to say nothing. Nothing. Well, I guess I better not say my opinions, huh? I guess I'll say my thoughts. My thoughts. So I have to look at the picture now as it was misleading. It was misleading. Why didn't I do anything? Why didn't you do anything? Wow. That's what's up. Why did I not do anything? I tried. I really did try. Here's what I tried to do. I tried to bring a bunch of humble people together, praying that it would have diversified to have a lot of men as well to balance the group out with the women. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. You have a lot of men that's just not interested in things like this. They don't want no part of it. You can't get them. We can't get them in the chat rooms. We can't balance them out. Just sits with a bunch of women. That kind of sucks. I like balance. Right? Why did I do anything? I left my children at home. I left my dog at home. Basically shut my house down. Yeah. I left a lot of hours at work behind to only just bring what I thought was the right thing to do, what my heart felt that I was doing. There's just a lot of people that just wanted to just walk it out for him, knowing that he was going to have this fight ahead of him. That was it. That was it, that's all. But I'll say it again, dog, because I'm not going to choke on that. I am a person where they say what you mean and mean what you say. I am a person where practice what a lot of us preach. Had I been able to leave my job behind and really get more in depth in this and to continue to bring out a lot of people and continue to try to grow and grow to fill up the streets and to really be heard. Had I been that person, I certainly would have done so. But I knew that I couldn't lay this down. So why not the people that heart would have been in a good place or is in a good place, who don't work and or who's not home with the kids and things like that. Let's put those people out there. Then they can grow it. Then everybody can rotate and take times where they can support, where you didn't have to leave your children or your husband or your wife or your job so much. It would have been like a rotation of people coming out, like that. I think that's what I had imagined when it came to the fight. But boy, after I started seeing, the finger pointing and things like that of how we all then said this and we all then said that, and I don't like that you said this and I don't like that you said that, and or you're this B and you're that B, and you know what, because you said this and I'm gonna fuck you up, or I'm gonna pull up on you and I'm gonna shoot you down and you're going to jail. That's when I knew. That's when I knew that the liberty of the blacks for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was done. I knew it then. I knew it then. I knew it. It wasn't going to repair itself. I knew it. Because that's not what we do. We'd rather take people's voice rights away from them and shit like that. YouTube can't big me up, because at the end of the day, I know about sacrificing. Outside of YouTube, you still have to sacrifice. You still have to love, honor, stay humble. That's my life. That's my life. But don't take my opinions away from me. Nah, don't do that. That's not cool. I respect everybody's opinion out here. Every single body's. Everybody's. Because it's yours. But don't ever think that minds can be taken away. Not by intimidation or none of that. Can't do it. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right to be out here to paint a picture because of my opinion that I am this bad person, or my opinion is bullshit, or I'm out here to cause the confusion and stuff like that. The confusion had already started after that got done supper table, because nobody knew who anybody was, right? That was the confusion right there. I just shake my head now. You got it, Mr. Kelly. Even with all of this confusion and craziness or whatever, all I can say is like, you got it, Mr. You got it, Mr. Kelly. You got this. You got it. Especially now that you know that there are some good intentions and there are some bad intentions out there. Especially when and if he's got to hear about, oh, it's so much going on and there's so much fighting and all of these people sent these people in and this person is going to jail and this and this and that. Well, if he'd learned about all of that and hear all of this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, or whatever, whether if it was good or bad, there was a time for him to be like, he got this, you got this, because right now it's like, there's nobody to believe. If hell, Mr. Kelly, if I believed that that picture that I saw sitting at the table of people that was doing a meet and greet and the only purpose of what they would have came together to sit at the table was for you to turn out to be where I just want, this is, thank you. Well, if they fooled me, oh boy, yeah, he's getting fooled too, just like everybody else, because I got fooled. I really got fooled, so I spoke on it. A picture can paint 1,000 words and only come out to meaning just 2 words. Bullshit. Who would all come down to do a meet and greet? And I guess evil people is capable of doing that. I guess. Capable. People coming in, sitting around to get to see who is who or whatever so that they can conjure up a plan on who to go after, who to eliminate, who to talk about. I guess I could see it that way. Like I say, I'm just from a different breed. I guess I've been out of the loop of corruption and evil-minded and you know, I guess I've been out of the loop from that because I've really just been around a whole bunch of good people. So to be honest with you, I like when it came to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, one would have thought like, who would travel? Like, why? I mean, at that point in time, it was like, okay, he's locked up, right? He's locked up. So it's like, well, what damages? That's what I was like. What damages? Like, if you come to, I guess the infiltration is, you know, is to shut the people up. You know, no, you cannot advocate for him, or no, you will not speak good on him. Only ill will. I guess maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I can say this though. I'm not confused by anything. And I'm definitely not blind about a lot of things. I'm not. Well, I do know for sure that there is usually 2 things that will tear people apart. It's 2 major things in life that will tear people down. And that's lying and it's money. It's a fact. Statistically, it's a fact. It's a fact. But that's just my opinion of it. That's all. Which I'm entitled to pretty much have. It's just the way of life. It's just what I've learned in my lifetime of actually my 50 years of living out here. That I do know. Yeah. I'm not out here to tear down, come in between it, or whatever. Just because I like to speak on some things like that. I'm not out here to create no enemies because we don't know each other to become enemies like that. And to become enemies, one should know each other and, you know, be mad about somebody actually taking some things from you or, you know, or have done the real harm to you or whatever, and that I have not done. I have not come up to that level or crossed that border, and I don't ever plan on doing so. No. Not at all. No. Not at all. Judge, 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 judge. That's all we do. We just judge and judge and judge and judge. And we're going to find a way to shut people up because we're going to say these bad things about it and this or that. I've said it once before. I don't care if it's like 2 or 3 people up in here. I don't care. At the end of the day, I still got to get up. I have to punch a clock. I have to eat. I have to pay a mortgage. I have to pay a light bill. I have to pay a phone bill. I have to pay a gas bill. I have to pay a water bill. I have to pay 4 insurance policies. I have to pay things. And in order to do that, I have to go and do life. Every day that I wake up, I say, Mr. Kelly will be okay. He will be okay. But why did I not get up to go do things? Let's answer that one again. Because of the priorities that I do have in my livelihood. So, watching the people that you are aware or possibly would assume that they would have had a little bit more free time and everything, and that can recycle and catch other people, to keep it growing out here. That's only what my admiration was pertaining to the Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case. I've read the indictments over and over. And once you keep reading them over and over, it's jibber-jash. Because all they do in the indictments is just keep repeating themselves. That's pretty much it. I am not a lawyer. I would not be going up in there. Excuse me, you guys. To fight Mr. Kelly. But then I have to ask myself, well, if we couldn't get the fight out here, right, for Mr. Sylvester Kelly, and what are we arguing about what the hell is going to be going on the inside of the court for? You can't even get the outside right for him. I clearly always have stated that. I don't get into people's personal situations and things like that because it did not happen to me. And so a lot of people, you kind of just like wish them well. But I don't have that type of conscience of like that. My mind and my heart truly does connect to people that has a similar of mind and heart like mine. Yeah. I'll have like that instant connection to people like that because it's something that like stimulates in you, like you can truly know, and you can like be knowing that person, and the only thing you can do is sit around and hope that nothing will tear that part of your connection away with the person that you choose to connect to. That's it. 'Cause we all know that shit happens. But don't take my opinions away from me because I would never take yours, and I would never shit on anybody's opinions. And please don't call my opinions ever again where it's bullshit and it didn't make sense. And it may not make sense to quite a few of you people out there, but as they say, a lot of us was not there from the beginning. And I'm not talking about the infiltration side. I know about that side. I've watched it all just like everybody else, but I also know what I heard about a lot of things retaliating back to that side. So don't tell me what the fuck I don't know. No, don't do that. Don't do that. My fight is not about Mr. Kelly on the outside out here of wanting to send the police and screenshot this and call people. That's not my fight. Never would have made no nonsense like that in my damn fight. No. I wouldn't have done that. And I guess it's because of the way, like I say, that has been learned inside of my heart, from, I don't want to say leaving Chi-Town, but just not being around it like that. Not being around it like that. I see the circle. I see the circle. And there's still a lot of questions about just the circle with this, just the art, just the alleged R. Kelly circle. There's a lot of questions. Will it mean anything at this point? Hell no. It wouldn't. Hi, Shady. How are you? Name calling, pointing the fingers, this or that. One thing for sure, though, two things for certain. I'm so glad that I'm able to jump off of this sector and go over to different sector that do talks about R. Kelly and stuff like that. That I can involve or speak my opinions and my comments and stuff. And they, a lot of other channels have, conversations, not just YouTube, you know. I like to be able to go on to Twitter and you can see a comment or something posted up and join in into the feed, and nobody is yelling or cussing you out or whatever. You just type in your feed and you be respectful and you just kind of keep it moving. So I kind of like that. So I guess I am weird. I guess I am crazy. I guess so. Let people tell you. But nobody will take my opinions away from me. And I clearly said at the beginning of when I came out here, nobody's exempt. If I see it, of course I'm going to speak on some things. Nobody's exempt. No. I'm just glad that I didn't group or click as a restriction. Makes you feel like, like somebody done stuffed a sponge or something in your mouth. No, you can't speak on that. No, you can't do that. That doesn't mean that I'm hating on anybody. That doesn't mean that I'm taking anything away from anybody. I may be turning on a light bulb or two out there. And in a sense, to me, it makes a lot of sense because it's a lot of people out here that is just watching a lot of things. Maybe I'm passive about people being, misled or not hearing all of the truth. I'm a two-sided person. Maybe that's me. Hey, Randa. Maybe that's me. I'm a two-sided person. Maybe that's me. I got to hear both sides, and then and hearing it from the beginning to the end makes more sense than hearing it from the middle to the end. That's all. I'm gonna come and see you in about 10 minutes.
I got it resolved.
I still want to know. Okay. How are you today, Randa? But you know what, you guys? I'm okay with being shot down because I am tough-skinned out here, and I know why I breathe. I know why I walk, and I know why I love. I know why I'm humble. all of that stuff. I am a people's person. And I truly, truly care about people. I may not show it. I may not show it. But yeah, I care about people. But I'm human just like every single person out here in the YouTube streets. If you slap me in the face and I'm still standing, yeah, I'm going to slap you back in your face. If you're humble to me, I am humble to you. If you are respectful about my opinions, I am very respectful about others' opinions because that's what they are. My opinions comes from what I see, from what I hear, with the senses that was given to me. I was born with those. And no man or woman will ever take those away from me. Ever. I don't live in slavery. Well, I'm just talking random. I'm not doing, I'm not doing nothing. I hope you had a good day at work. I'm just about done here myself in about another, guess, hour and a half or so, and I'll be done. But yeah, then I can go and enjoy my day. They say nobody said this is going to be easy, right? Because there's always going to be a person that's have to be or want to be or demand, to be bigger and better than you. I'm no pro at this shit. Not at all. And first, from what I can see, none of us really are. Everybody is at the amateur level of coming out here and talking to people that you don't know, or um, being blessed that the people who chooses to sit in to listen to you and to participate in your conversations, to agree and to disagree. I have to say, you guys have been flabbergasted to me. It has really been fun. It's really been fun, but this ain't the first chat. This ain't the first chat room for me. When I said that, I used to run a 40s group. I also have a private Papoose Facebook group. I really, really do. But see, those people that's in my private Facebook group, they don't do this right here. It's a whole different talk. It's a whole different talk. And I've been knowing those people in my Facebook group, probably for over probably 10 or 15 years. It's we just sit there and just chill. So when I log on and and send the share out, and that's what Facebook does. But it's totally different from this right here. They're not over there advocating and debating and stuff like that. We just like do random talks, random talks. Hey, Galatians. That's all. But this right here, what is that? I'm on my live. What flavor you got today?
I think it's pineapple.
Juicy
mango.
fruit.
Why you make it fun of me? Let me have my little pretty flavor.
What? But you know what? Anyways, you guys, you know what? I like chilling with you guys. But it's been one roller coaster ride out here. And I'm still going to stand on what I'm standing on. That's not going to change it at all. Something turned this, like, from the beginning. And then came the You know, the informants episodes of a lot of things that just really got it discombobulated out here. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be court proceedings at the end of the day. You guys can sit out there and read the indictments. By reading it, ain't no words gonna disappear off of that paper. It's gonna be the same when you pick it up for the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh damn time. It's still gonna look the same. It's not gonna change at all. As much as we would like for it to change, but it's not. So crazy. But it's been fun. It's been fun. I'm still not going anywhere. I'm still not going anywhere. Well, still gonna come on here and chit chat with everybody that chooses to come on. I sent some shout out. I did to the panel. Didn't shit on it or nothing. So let me explain the but part about what I said on that part though, because I did say but, and my but was only about me. That was it. In my opinion, I was like, well, okay, this is what I said. I said, oh wow, it would have been exceptionally good. So I look forward to a part 2 on there, just looking where it would, the whole story, like from the beginning of it, because it could possibly be new people watching, right? Like a whole bunch of new people watching, and being it to be the first time doing the panel, and since a lot of people are tuning in a little bit more, I was like, oh, okay. I'll tune in, and start the story out from the beginning, and then it'll get, to the middle and then work its way to the end where, again, it can be very clear to a lot of people out here. So, Curtis, you getting a panel? Curtis getting a panel. I'm on the watch Curtis panel too. Yeah, that's all. That's it, and that's all, you guys. That's all my butt was about. Not gonna dictate on how anybody ran this channel. Never have, never will. Not my freaking intentions out here at all. So, no need to inject that in the atmosphere. I just had my opinion on what I thought. So that's what my but was. That's it, and that's all. That's all. Well, love bug, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna have to agree with you. I do. I thought Curtis was finna get him a channel and start doing him some panels. That's all. Yeah. Hi, Leisha. That's what I thought. Like we were gonna, like, okay, we're gonna hear it from the beginning, and got the people, probably got new people, got people in the bushes. And what better way of like really making it clear to everybody is like to understand how all of this had played out. It's like, but so why didn't she do it? I guess because it's at the point where people only want to hear it coming from certain people. I guess it's at that point. But I think that since I do have my Twitch channel up and going, I have my Twitch channel, I'll just start hopping over there. Getting that one really going. So maybe people over there would kind of hear the story. I like Twitch. I like Lil Jon.
Twitch is too strict.
I know. Seen some of the guidelines.
They ban you for anything on that app.
I was on there. I like watching Twitch though, from when Lil Jon does his thing, but it's like you get to hear it. And I was like, why the hell he's playing all these damn videos? He plays everybody videos, and so I'm sure he's licensed to do so. But
they're probably not licensed videos.
You don't think so? I mean, he plays everybody music though, like everybody music. And I was like, but I like when he be doing his and he keeps his crowd so into him.
I know who he is, and I know he got a lot of energy, but even then, I mean, if you just reacting to the video, you're not claiming copyright or anything from it. You're not earning any monetization from from their videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's from your, I guess, rendition of their video.
Okay.
So it's probably why you can get away with it.
Well, he sure does. But I guess that's what you have to do too. It's just probably turn off your monetization. So.
You still get paid for subscriptions and all that, but you just can't earn any monetization off of their videos.
He just be having a good time though, and, and I just like his interaction with his crowd. So then he bangs it out on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch like at the same time, and that's cool. Okay, so next time you get one, bring me one in. I'm pay for it, but don't put all them peppers on there like that.
That's how they do it.
Ugh, they dip it hard. I don't like my bread to fall apart, cause then I'll eat it with a fork.
Oh no, the bread don't fall apart. Mine was, I mean, you could take the peppers off. They put them right on top, but I was banging mine like that because that's just how it was.
That's a lot of peppers on there. You're gonna have an ulcer.
I love.
Hi, Sandra. How much those things cost?
25 each.
How long it lasts?
They supposed to last a week. They last me 2 days. Why you want to hit one?
Hell no.
Why not?
Cause
Why?
no.
Just try
No.
it.
But you guys know what? I'll say it again and again. You guys know you don't have to rock if you don't want to rock over here. You guys know that. Don't like me, you know, for, feeling bad for her or, oh my God, no, don't do me like that. Nobody is held bondage and captured or, none of that stuff. I don't have rules and things like that because I don't because I don't like rules. You say no, girl. I don't, he's got this big entire beef. I love peppers. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like my condiments overwhelming my food. I want to taste the beef. I want to taste the meat. But, it's like if I overwhelm it with the peppers, like how he has it, to me, you'll be eating and tasting more of the peppers than I do the meat part of it. And I'm like, nah, I got to taste the meat. So I don't know. That's what's up, Curtis. I may not be, to the point of where anybody is at all. I have become very attracted to Randa's channel. Let me say that, you guys. So you do see me over there, and it's because of her I guess the genuine laugh. I think it's because I don't see her upset all the time. I even knowing that some harmful things have been done, right? Even knowing that, and so I can imagine that, right? Even though, no, it did not happen to me. A lot of stuff that has happened to different individuals out here hasn't happened to me, but to know that she can laugh and put herself where the company of people is enjoying her, right? And she enjoys them even through what makes her angry. She still finds some way to keep herself humbly stable with it, because she could still like be going off at the edge, right, and be and fucking and but because she has that laughter, and when you're doing that, you found yourself a way to still keep yourself happy through it all. That's what attracted me over to Randa's channel. Not the fact that she has her fight going on with Bookham. I have to be honest. That's not what I care about. That's their issue. What I come over for is because if she can give me something that I love to do, which is be humble and laughing even at the most obnoxious things, that's where I would love to sit. I just, hey, make me laugh today, Randa, because I'm angry. And I know she angry about something, but you know what? She laughing through it. And for that, I hope to always have a seat over there. This is not for me to be over there to get entwined or entangled in none of their things, even though I may post some little comical thing up of what I saw, of what I heard about Bookham. But that's because I know and I saw it. I'm never going to post or comment anything that is not of factual information to me, because I saw it. I heard it. So I am able to comment on it and laugh on it. Will I sit over there and make up something just to be making people laugh, to be doing a get along game? No, no. I'm in a part where I like to be part of the get along gang, not the go along gang. But I laugh. She laughed, and I'm gonna laugh because at the end of the day, the things that has been said and done, yes, it's funny. It's really, really funny, and I nobody's gonna take my laughter away from that. No. What up, Lysol? I see they still be blocking Lysol ass around YouTube too, though. They see they be blocking you, Lysol. I don't know what is up with that. I don't know. I don't think Lysol's such a bad person, you guys. It's his damn opinions. He be putting them in there. I'll be sitting in the back laughing at his shit. Be like, watch out there, Lysol. You about to get blocked. That's what I be doing. That's what I be doing. Hello, Roland. Hello, Roland. I guess let me speak to Roland for a minute, Roland. Um, I put my opinions out, and it is not to ever defame anybody, and I don't expect to be defamed back. Sorry, you guys, my daughter called. Sorry. My oldest daughter called, so I told her I'll call her back. But, Roland, hi, Lakeisha. I have opinions just as well as everybody else out here. And I am aware that a lot of people's opinions are not going to sit well with other people's opinions. But just like everybody else, I too have a story sometimes, And to be truthful with you, Roland, there is still a lot of stuff that is just not understood. You feel what I'm saying? It's just kind of not understood. And when I mentioned about the supper table, right, it was only because of the image that I saw that made me say, okay, Kelly's got some people out there. So I was like, wow, what if we bring more people out? I was not aware that, okay, this is a meet and greet and people don't know each other and people don't know who is there for R. Kelly and who's not there for R. Kelly. But what is confusing to me, Roland, is that people sitting, when you're sitting and you're eating around the supper table and you see people laughing, and I guess it just gave the wrong image to me, I guess it just gave the wrong image to me because that's what I saw, Then you watch some of the videos and you hear the people in the videos and, everybody is showing their cameras and then there's a prayer, they got past the prayer part. But it was the supper table that really moved my spirit to say, bring some more people together. Bring some more people together on this. Not knowing or not being naive that people would actually come, knowing that their hearts wasn't there to really support Mr. Kelly, but to come to infiltrate. And it was like, well, why just those people? That's just questions that I have. Why just those people out of all of these people that's supporting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? Why just those people? And then as it kept going on and on and on, Roland, with the support of R. Kelly, the only beefing in the arguments that I see is just though all of the same people. So it's confusing. It just confused me. I'm like, wait a minute, everybody was together. There's no new people. There's no subs or anything that is pointing a finger, about, well, you did this and you did that and you're the infiltrator, or, or you sent these people, or none of that. It's just the same people, like, from day one. So it confused me. It confused me. That's all. That's it, and that's all. Whether something else was planned or whatever, I don't know. I only went by what the picture showed that gave me the spirit and the lifting to say Mr. Kelly needs more people. He has a starter point. He had a starter team. So I guess forgive me for not knowing that there was people sitting at a supper table all eating together and not knowing each other, that some was there on bad intentions, and that same circle of people, some have left, some have stayed, but they all, like, literally, like, point fingers at each other. And so then I asked myself, though, Roland, like, well, okay, what, we're never not gonna know, like, who sent, like, all of those people? Where was this demonic person that came with the author of confusion from the supper table? That's all I'm saying. So with me, hey, I'm sorry. That's what I saw. And that's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to have that. Can I sit here and say, Lord, I wish that everybody that did attend the supper table and attended the basketball thing when they all went down, that everybody's heart was in the right place, and then this whole situation would be deadlocked on point with growth and liberty in it. Oh my God, Roland, you have no idea. I try to sit back and imagine that. But right now, like now, because of the point of where it's at, which is like a no return, and everything is in a shambles about, who is who and who is who and who is who. Oh my God, it's crazy. And to be perfectly honest with you, and this is just, like I say, my opinion, we'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know. But I'm not a yes sir or no ma'am. I'm not that, because both sides of the stories have to play out, and there's always going to have to be a beginning, a middle, and an end for me. So I guess, I'd be like, well, shoot me dead, because, it never ever bothered me to not click or group up and things like that. I always have to be that free thinker. My mind, my body, and my soul, after all of what we have been through. What was we was it was Spain that kind of took over, of owning the slavery, right, all the way over to what, Mexico underlining owns. So it's that slavery thing of it. And when, I started, thinking and breaking down the history that all of you guys know, it truly, truly bothers me to have one of our own kind that's, near you. It brings back that thought, like, shit, this ain't no slavery. Ain't nobody got my man captured, and my body and my soul. I know how the world was set up to divide us, where all the blacks were supposed to live over there and all the whites were supposed to live over there. I understood how the world was designed, where they wanted to keep the poverty and the rich to the rich. I understood all of that stuff. So I understand, Rollin. I just wanted to clear that up with you, because I know that everybody is shared amongst everybody out here. But one thing Pap would never ever do is cross the line of taking nobody's opinion away from them, and I sure in the hell would have never come out to call anybody's opinion bullshit, because we all interpret it or can get it misunderstood or whatever. But I know what I was saying, and I know what I saw, I know what I heard, I know where I've been. I know that there's way more to everybody's story than what it is out here. Will it be relevant at this point? No, because they have Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly throughout this process. So, yeah, you missed something a little bit earlier. Roland and I had made a live, and I started talking about my understanding of the grouping of it's the one picture that I do have, and I look at it all the time. And what it has is the supper table. And around the supper table is all of the people that you see on YouTube. Well, most of them, because some of them have left. You don't see them on here. Some of them you will see on that will send a tweet out here and there. So all I did was just make my opinion of what I thought the supper table was about. That's it. That's it. That's all. And I thought it was the supper table of the starter point for good supporters, for the main support system coming together for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But the main, from what I saw, the image that I put in my head under the assumptions has now led to the fact that I wasn't aware of, that some of the people that attended the supper table was not there for Mr. Kelly. So wrong image, especially when you're seeing these group of people and they're eating and they're praying and they're laughing. But I guess pictures can fool you as well. So I got to stand up and say, I guess I was fooled. That's that. That's it. That's all. That's all, Roller. So, you know, that's it. That's all. Yeah, that's all. And I just felt that I was entitled to speak on what my common senses are, and that's it. But there's more. There's a whole lot, of a lot of things that I see a lot of people speak on, and not being down there in the presence of the walks and things like that. It's still a lot of stuff, but it's irrelevant. And I do know what a wormhole is, and some things have to go in that wormhole and close things up. But what I will not do is bury things in a wormhole of what I may see or think that, this is causing more harm to R. Kelly. And I will have the right and the freedom to speak on my thoughts on that one. If they're wrong, then I do stand to be corrected at all times. All times. At all time and any time. I do. I stand to be corrected on some things. But, the truth of the matter is, there is nobody out here that's always 100% correct at what they say. And this leads up until all of the extra curriculum activities that has been seen out here in YouTube. I don't know, it's just crazy. I'm not blind. My smell is good. I know bullshit when I see bullshit, and I hear bullshit when I hear it. And we do have choices. Walk away from it and don't speak on it, or you could speak on it. That's it. What up, Dom? What up, Dom? What up, Dom? And what I said, though, Rollin, is bullshit all the way around this table. All around on YouTube. It is so much bullshit. I did. I spoke on Drunken Larry acted the damn fool last night. But that ain't nothing new. That ain't his first time. Not his first time. Hell, he took the name that I gave him. Shit, I was like, shit, I gave myself some daps on that. He took my name. He had a caller call in and call him Drunken Larry. I was like, that's what's up. He packed my shit. We got t-shirts and everything off of Drunken Larry. You know, he welcome. He welcome. He's very welcome. Yeah. Yeah. There are plenty of videos on Drunken Larry back in August of 2019. They still up. They still up. I just, it's like, I don't know. How hard was it, to come together? To come together. There is a way to fight the government when you know that government is doing something wrong. There was a way to do it. There's a way to do it. Had I not had such a demanding job, I represent, I write papers, I litigate, I raise a family. Had I not had to do this and had so much free time on my hand, I think that I would have got more devoted into this. I think that I would have tried to set out to do some type of bigger movement behind this. I think that I am good enough to come out to unmute what they muted. I think I am. I think that I'm not going to say I think I know I am. I know I could have brought a bunch of people out here and unmute that stuff. But see, it takes guts. It takes glory. You got to take some hits for this. You got to take, because they're going to come. They're going to come back at you. But with liberty and what they say, justice for all and all for one, and you stand, it'd have been so hard for them to knock down 100 people standing strong or 200 people standing strong. It'd have been so hard. But we can't get 200 people to stand together because it's always going to be one up in there with that, the demonic way of thinking or a different agenda. It could tear it down. But I know I could have done it. But I got a demanding job that has to support my family. So I never wanted the forefront on anything because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to apply that type of time to it. That's why I didn't come out there in the forefront. Along with a few more other reasons, and it's because of the trust of, I'm not going to say that I have trust issues because we all have those trust issues. It's just that, and I don't like putting my black people down. I don't. But the truth is that I just hadn't been around so many of them in quite so, in a long, long time. It's been a long time that I've actually, grouped up and been out there. And I know that because of how we are. We want to talk about each other. We want to talk about each other's hair and makeup and shoes and clothing and what we drive and who, your mother this and your dad that. We want to do those things. I know that for a fact because I came from a black neighborhood. Yeah. I'm from Pulaski. From Pulaski, right around Fifth Avenue, West Side, all day. So I've been around it all my life. And when you have your reason from leaving from around it, you kind of like, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to raise my children around this. My children don't know all of this gang, shoot it up shit. My kids don't know, all the slango and stuff like that. They don't. They just talk all regular, dry, like this. And my middle daughter, she be trying it right, but I think that that's coming from TV, and I'll be looking at her like, boy, you have no idea. But she be trying it. Boy, I had to laugh at her. Hey, stand up. She be come over and stand in the room because I'm a thug. And I'm like, you don't even know what that shit be. Can you see? That shit be so hilarious to me. I be cracking up with her. Where you get that from? But they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. And I think it's because from where I came from, I didn't want them to know, to be honest with you, because all of the people that I was around growing up, in the neighborhoods, Cermak, 26, you name it. Sacramento, all the K-towns, you name it. You name it. A lot of them didn't make it nowhere. I go back today. Every time I go back, it's the same ones there. Leaning on the buildings, sitting on the front porch. They all smoking. Some of them work for the Arabs, bringing socks and things like that from up out the store to sell on the things. And it's like, it's not that our people don't want it. It's just that our people just been so naive about going out and getting it. And I just did not like it. So now that I come out here, and it's easy to talk it on YouTube, right? It's easy to talk it, but you still always have that mindset of how our people are when we group together. You still conscious about that, You're still conscious. We can't get nothing together because one wants more than the other and one wants to outdo the other. And Mexicans, you had the Mexicans and they got to get to the store. If they got one vehicle, all 20 of them climbing in that damn vehicle. All 20 of them gonna climb in it. All 20 of them gonna live in the same goddamn house until every last one of them sign a mortgage and get their own shit. They don't help each other. We can't do that. We can't do that at all. No, can't do that. So when I came out here and I was downtown, beautiful ladies. You beautiful ladies. Everybody meet and greet and meet and greet. And then to come back and do it again, I came back and did it again, right behind the basket. He didn't know I was there. I didn't even tell nobody that I was going, but I knew that I wanted to go in and do my walk for Mr. Kelly. Outside of all of the, you this and stay your ass away from here. And if you come, I'm going to do this to you and do this to you and do this to you. Pap showed right on up. You lead your march, bruh. I'm here knowing that my footwork went down in support of Mr. Kelly. I didn't come here for you to spit in my face or knock my head off or do any of that sort. So me walking out here on the streets because another rally or protest was called out, and for me to come out here to support Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, to have you angry enough to want to spit in my face and slap me upside my head and all that stuff, I had to let him go head on and do it. You go head on and do it, and I'm still was going to stand right there and do that march. I still was going to do that march. I was right behind him. He had no idea. There was nothing that was going to keep me away from that. I could have been at work that day. That was an off day for me. Pretty much you people know, because you probably all you guys, we all make about the same much on time and a half. This wasn't about coming down there, but I got accused of that. You just want to film. I filmed, and so did 200 other people up and down Michigan Avenue. All the white folks had their phones out. I filmed for a purpose, though. I filmed so that the publicity of what we were doing can get out to the world. That was it, that's all. That was it, that's all. But nothing was going to keep me from that. And that man said he was going to slap this, and I bet not come, and you can't do this, I can't do what? I can't walk for chaos. I can't walk for chaos. I didn't go down there to see if I was bad or none of that shit. I came down there to show you that this is what, outside of anger, you can get past that. I came down there to show you that as black people, no, you're going to have to be mad for a little while, but we're going to come together and get this walk on for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's what I came down there for. And that's what I needed him to recognize. Oh, this ain't about me. This little heifer that showed the fuck up. God damn it, I told this heifer to stay home. So I was hoping that he can turn this around and look around and be like, well, damn, she showed up. She showed up. She showed up. He turned around. The Bosky eyes got so goddamn big, he looked like, what the hell you doing here? You know what, didn't I tell you to stay home? Yeah, you did, but I'm a little hard head when it comes from Mr. Robert Spencer Kelly because I support him. And I didn't want nobody to take my support from me. I didn't need you. I didn't want nobody to silence me on something that I felt right of doing. Be mad at me later. Cuss me out. Dog walk me later. But don't take my right from me, from what I chose to do. No matter who it was leading that thing. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you want to take my rights from me on that, then God damn. Did you forget about the rights that they took from all of us? Did you forget about that? Do you know that the Michigan Avenue street that we walk on ain't even our land? They done took that. Yeah, I did a little freedom to walk on it. But fuck up. Fuck up. What they gonna do? Slap the handcuffs on you. Now the little freedom that they did give us to come together, to walk together, because we want to fight each other and beat each other up and get handcuffed and hauled off to jail, you done lost your freedom. That little bitty freedom that they gave us, because they only give us a little bit. They only give us a little bit. And we can't even use that to our advantage to show them that this is our land. For liberty, for justice, for all, is what they say. But you got your same color. Wants to take that shit away from you. That shit crazy. That shit crazy as hell. We shall overcome. I used to believe in that. I did. I used to believe in that. You know, I was sitting the other day and I was looking and pulling all of your civil rights people, right? All of them. Pull them all the way back, you guys, from the 1900s. Pull them all. They all been to jail. Every last one of them has been incarcerated. King, Malcolm X, all the way down. Rosa Parks, all of them. Everybody that tried to fight for your freedom has been incarcerated. That's some crazy shit. Just standing up for our rights, but yet then your neighbor, because of a little spat, wants to take that away from you. That's crazy. But my live this morning that I did delete because it was misunderstood. It was not to defame anybody's character out here, because I don't want anybody to defame mine. And you know what they say, do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. But allow me to have my opinion without the defamation. Allow that part to happen. What has happened and happened. What has not been explained thoroughly will not be explained thoroughly. We know that. We know that. Hi, Tanya. I get all of that. I did not say the name or what you said about calling in. Let's clear that up, too. I said I was sitting here, falling asleep. I'm watching Drunken Larry, and I was talking within myself, because we all talk within ourselves. And I clearly said, oh my God, I hope he doesn't call in. Oh my God, I hope he doesn't call in. That wasn't me saying anything about no one being weak at all. That was me implying that if you step up to be a teacher, if you step up to choose leadership, it's me saying you have to show the people that you mean what you say and you practice what you preach. There's been plenty of times where you held the white flag and asked people to don't feed into them. Don't feed into them. And a lot of people had taken that advice. Don't feed into them. Don't feed into them. Some fights don't need to need to be fought. Some of them. And the truth be told, I think that I might have been one of those people. Don't feed into that shit. Don't feed into that shit. But that goes with me saying that sometimes you just can't lay your whole self into the trust of man, because it is a statistical fact that some men will fail you. I am a woman of say what you mean and mean what you say and practice what you preach. So I was talking within myself, just saying, oh, just don't do it, don't do it. And then I was like, oh, damn, he called. He called. That's not me saying that you're weak or anything. That is me saying that I get it. Sometimes the devil, and it is the devil, it's the devil, can cause us to do instant reaction to things. One thing about the devil, and this is a fact, when we react instantly to a certain situation, we do come out and we follow it up with justifying and explaining ourselves. And that's a fact. That's a fact. I am a psych major. I will put that out there. I'm definitely a psych major. So I understand how the brain works. Hi, Lisa. I understand all of that. Yeah, my sister called too, Tanya. She said it's cooking hot in Vegas. You talking to me, Alyssa? Are you on the? Oh, she's on the phone. So, but the way I think and the way that I express my opinions, it's not to cause any harm. It's not to cause any beef. It's not to cause any division. None of that. They were just my opinions. And it's definitely not to cause any hatred or any of that, or to take anything from anybody, because everybody is its own person. Everybody is his own person. But it's normal. It's been of our normal behavior in YouTube and outside YouTube. We could be sitting in our window and we're going to see and we're going to hear some things. There's somebody in the house, a normal reaction. What do? You turn around, oh, you should see so-and-so. Oh, my Lord, she driving this Pinto. I ain't seen a Pinto in 10 years. It's a normal reaction. And we just talk about it. What disappoints me the most about this movement, what disappoints me now about the movement is that what I thought it was from the very beginning, you slow, like I say. I go back and I always look at the supper table. The supper table had of what I assumed was a group of people that came together for R. Kelly. When I saw the picture, and I do have the picture, right? I assumed that was the starter point for Mr. Kelly. Thank you, Roland. So that's what disappoint me. You slow to come to find out that at the supper table, the people did not know each other. So I guess to my understanding, there was some people at the supper table that had supper and prayed together, videoed together, laughter together. They all kind of, shacked up in the Air R&Bs and things like that to attend Kelly's court hearings and things, right? But to come now to find out that the picture wasn't the picture of what I assumed it to be. So that's what disappoints me. That's what disappoints me right there. I thought that's all. I thought that that was the starter point. So now that I guess that I have it clear that the people at the supper table, some of them did not have the great intentions to be there in honoring of supporting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I guess it was people there in that picture that decided to put themselves in a position to find out information or to know who was supporting Mr. Kelly, to infiltrate it, to destroy the support system for what was trying to be put together, if that makes sense. You slow. Yeah, that's what I like to do, is just to bring back over here about what's going on, because I know, since things has gotten so disarray, it would be too hard to continue on the outside support for him, because the trust has been destroyed. Everybody is afraid to trust, each other. So that's gone. Everybody is afraid. Everything, like literally everything got tore down, like step by step by step by step. I'm not going to leave the fight. No, I'm not going to leave the fight. Not at all. I'm going to ride Team Kales until the wheels fall off, only because I feel that that is what's the right thing in me to do. I don't pay attention to his 2002 trial. I don't talk about it. I don't care about it. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's the right thing to do for them to weigh that in, because there's absolutely nobody in this chat room would want their past to be used against them. You wouldn't. You really wouldn't, especially if it had already been tried in a court of law. And I know that every single man has the benefit, has to be given the benefit of the doubt, knowing that everybody can change. Everybody can change. Your anger mentality can change. Your killing mentality can change. Your rape mentality can change. All of that. Your theft, everything, you can change. And so I have the utmost respect of knowing that after Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly got that acquittal, and they could not prove anything, and he had 12 people to sit up in there and hear all of this evidence that these people brought forth on him. Even the Aaliyah thing, I don't believe that. I don't believe that fake ass paper. You got to really weigh down how all of that marriage stuff weighed out. And I ask, I have a lot of questions. How did it get past this person? How did it get past this person? Well, they got to take a photogenic ID, right? Guess they didn't do that. So not only will Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly be blamed for that, we're not just going to take one person. There's more people. If this marriage was real, there is more people to be held accountable for that, and that's starting with your state officials. Who did Demetrius pay? Who did he have draw that up? One minute he said that there wasn't no date on it of her age. The next minute he did. Conflicting stories. So you want me to sit here and say that I'm going to be holding someone responsible and not the other people? I can't do that. can't do that. There's no way that I will put that over there. I cannot do it. I don't give a damn if R. Kelly gave $20,000. What was the right thing to do about it? What was the right thing? Don't be the get along, go along, because that's going to get your ass jammed up in a position too. What was the right thing? Who did it? Where was the person that where they had to hold their hands up to say, I do? But they do it over the phone. Where's that person at? An annulment, like they say, means it never happened. And if it never happened, and I heard her say it never happened, it never happened. I have to go off of what she says, not everybody else. Can't do it. Can't do that. That's her words. And when you hear it from the horse's mouth, that's what you believe. I have to believe her. And Aaliyah said, never happened. That's that. R. Kelly right now at this point has been made nothing but a complete mockery out here. Shout out to Roland though, because he sure put all them goddamn songs down, boy. He was spitting them out fast. I got missed number 7. He was going so fast. I was trying to write him down. It was like, I think I missed 7, 8, 9, 10. As he was like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, that's what's up, real true supporter. No shit. I couldn't have done that. I ain't gonna lie. I got to go Google this stuff up. I know about Celine, and I know about Madonna, and I know, a few of the other ones, but god damn, Roland. Shit. You sure you didn't write that solar coaster book, Roland? 'Cause your ass know it from the you know it like a T. True supporter. And what I liked about it though is that Roland shares good times. He shares good things. And that's the spirit that I like, so I can listen to him. And don't let him sing, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm about to go get married some damn well. I got a goddamn man out here sound like R. Kelly. The fuck? The fuck this boy can sing like this? What the hell? I'm all about this shit. Do you see positivity in the future before trial? No, ma'am. Not at all. Not at all. The division is there, honey. The pointing of the fingers is there. It's there. It's there. It's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Yes, he did love Bug. But that's kind of what I think that at this point, though, to be honest with you, though, love Bug, we need more of that. It would balance it out. I think that I guess it's okay to keep pressing on about a lot of the situations of the alleged of what Drunken Larry has infiltrated on and all of the things that he's been saying and things like that. I guess it's good to keep pressing on that, but I also think that it's good if it would be balanced out with a lot more of how Rollins speaks he injects the good things about R. Kelly in the atmosphere. And that balance it out, but if we had more of him, just more of him, that would totally balance it out instead of just having it where, we just pressed on about these people because at this point, where are we? This is June of 2021, and it is so much that has been injected out here about Drunken Larry and Angelo and Azrael, them the 3 main names out on the stream, right? I just got to I always ask myself, not yet have not heard anything about these people with what they have chosen to do against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. We have not heard it on the news yet. We have not read it in the paper yet. We have not heard it on the radio station yet. It's like nowhere. Nobody is talking about it. No big media publicity is bringing out their alleged wrongdoings. So I keep asking my question, then what is the support doing wrong? Then what is the Team Kel support is doing wrong? Something is wrong. Why haven't these wrongdoings reached these media places? Why haven't a private newspaper been found where it can get printed somewhere? I don't get that. Everybody except for what's the old girl, that Tammy Washington? What's the name of her stuff? Hi, Joy. What's the name of her stuff? I don't know. Lysol. Polo G called himself the GOAT now. So I don't know what you think about that one, Lysol. Polo G called himself the GOAT. I was listening to some of his. He's out of Chicago too, but he's now over, I guess, in LA because he got him a big old mansion and stuff like that. I so happened to catch a tad bit of him on the Breakfast Club the other day, and then I was like, well, he says he's 20, 22, 23, and he started to scan the media. Yes, thank you, Randa, girl. I be tapping on my brain, Randa. I be tapping up there too, but some words just don't be coming to you, girl. So you hold off on turning 50 as long as you can, Randa, 'cause baby, them words be disappearing, girl. Shit, and I have yet failed to walk down the vitamin aisle in the pharmacy places right there, girl, for the memory pills. I have failed yet to do so. I guess I'm in denial. I feel like I ain't ready to pop no pills. I don't be going nowhere down there, those aisles, girl. And I be looking down there, girl, especially if I go to Walmart or something like that. And you know how you got to pass by them to get to, your other beauty stuff that you need, your soap and stuff, right, random girl. And I look down that aisle, baby, it be damn near about 10, 20 people like 70, 80 years old. I'd be like, nah, not yet, bitch, not yet. Keep your ass going. Go drink you some goddamn Ensure or some shit. I be like, I be like, nope, I look down there, I don't see my age yet down there, Randa, so I don't go down there just yet. Just fucking with that shit. No can do. Did I see Jeff? I thought I saw Jeffrey. I did see Jeffrey. Jeffrey, what are you doing? Give me some hugs. Give me some hugs, Jeffrey. Yes, he had an agenda, and you know what? He strategically pulled it off. For now. So my understanding, nobody knows what the plan is after that, besides him allegedly, trying to portray out here. And we did read the paperwork and all of that stuff, but let me tell you this though, Jeffrey, listen to me, because everybody says that, he's an informant and he works, for those people, right? Well, if he works for those people, let me ask you, Jeffrey, if he works for these people, right? And we read the paperwork and everybody listened to his hearing, everybody was on that line listening in. And listening to him talk and everything. Well, if the government is so allegedly strategic with the way they move and who they choose to become an informant for them, hear me out on this one, Jeffrey. What makes people think that the government isn't as clever when they have to, knowing that he has to go to court and all of that stuff? So, I'll be sitting and thinking, I'm just thinking outside the box. I'm playing devil's advocate. Who's to say that, Yeah, okay, well, we'll go through the procedures. We'll make it look as like, we supposed to do what we supposed to do with him according to law. Because sometimes you can look at some shit and the shit ain't gonna turn out to be exactly what you're looking at. You feel me, Jeffrey? You feel me, Jeffrey? So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They say being an informant, it comes with a few rewards, right? Comes with a few rewards, right? They still got to play this all out and everything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Jeffrey. Who's to say that it's really gonna follow through? If you feel what I'm saying. If you feel what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I think so, you slow. I think so. You say that that the subscribers have taken over this movement. I'm just saying. Rita, I'm just saying. And I just think outside the box. That's all. And, if people are going to keep saying that, he's an informant. And being an informant comes with a reward. They do. They come with a reward. They do. And if the informers are ran by your government, that's what y'all saying out there, not me, Rita. The government, he works for the government. That's what everybody says. Well, your government is also the people that sat in there and read him his goddamn court proceedings and stuff. Your government is the people that sworn him in. Your government, those are the same people. What are you thinking? But I'm just saying. You said, but it is a double-edged sword to working with the government. They well, yes, Jeffrey, I agree with you. They do. They own you. Next time they call on you, you sure better be ready to. What you say, Jeffrey? Once he finished this alleged, what is it, 18 months or so, and he come home, you say he better be ready to pack that suitcase to go on another mission, huh? And ain't no ifs and buts about it. You better be ready after this 18 months, because when them boys come a whistling, ain't nothing you can do but pack it up. I don't know. If you ask me, I think listen here. I'm gonna need to sign. We gonna have to sign a contract, cause y'all ain't gonna own me forever now. Now, how long y'all? Who else y'all need me to go out here to trick bag up on? Listen, I'm gonna give y'all. Let's do a contract. We gonna do about. Y'all can own me for 5 years, and I want to be released from the federal government program. Oh my God. Jeffrey, I'd have drawn up a contract. Fuck that. Listen here, 5 years. And I'm only going to do 3 people. Now, who y'all got? Line them up for me so when I get released off of this one here, and give me the dates and times and all that shit. So, because we need to be done with this shit. That's crazy as hell. Can you imagine drawing up a contract for the for the damn government? That'd be fucked up. That'd be messed up. God damn it. Oh my God. I don't know. But you know what though, Lysol? I don't know, because I don't know about being incarcerated or nothing like that. But don't they, when the agents have to go to jail, don't they got like an agent floor? Don't they got cell block J may be all informants. Like, how it's gonna be some harm done to him if you locked up on the same floor with all of the federal agents? Ain't that gonna happen to you? Shit, they gonna keep he going on the informant floor. The hell you talking about? I do too, but beauty, like I said, it's strange, right? It's strange. How do you have, I don't know, how do you have an agent like right out in the open and knowing that that you didn't put an agent out here right in front of all of these goddamn people faces. Y'all, they just gonna flaunt a damn agent around. That is weird though, Beauty is Me. You absolutely right. That's some weird shit. Hey YouTube, guess what? Here's our agent. Yep, we already know who he is. Ain't no need of telling us he's one because we know who he is. Like, where they do that shit at? Mm. 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 I don't know. I don't know. Absolutely. I agree with you though, Jeffrey. I really, really do. I don't know. There is some, but and we know that we can separate those that has to be incarcerated to really keep us from danger. So we can't be oblivious to the fact of that, but it just shouldn't be unnecessarily like just you going to jail, you going to jail, you going to jail, you going to jail. It really has to be to the extreme of where we know, like Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Like you want to be out here just eating up people and cutting off heads and shit like that, and yeah, you got to go, you gotta go jail. You can't be high, you can't be out here hurting people like that. So I don't know. Back in the day, she was called stool pigeons. And then, something is telling me that even with the investigation of Kim Fox, ain't nothing to happen to that woman. She gonna finish out her term, just like what's the mayor, Lightfoot, or whatever her name is. She's gonna finish out her term too. These people are covered, you guys. They also are up under contracts. You just can't, it takes a lot to get people, bamboozled and thrown out on the street like that. It has to be really, 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 really something. And that has been proven right in everybody's face. Did they throw Trump ass out on the street? No. No, let them finish down the stuff. They played that cat and mouse game about impeach. We gonna get him. He's gone. And it's his taxes, and oh my God, and he said Obama birth certificate wasn't this, and Obama done did a whole, but I mean not Obama, but Trump done said so much shit, and Trump played chess game like it wasn't crazy with your government. What did your government do to him? Nothing. They just kept dressing up in their pretty dresses and their fancy suits and sitting in there around that oval office and debating, and everybody got up and had a reason why. Then the opposing team had their reason why, and then your Star Bright team had their reason why. And we feel this and we know this, and what did Trump do? Finish out his goddamn term right in everybody's face. Right in everybody's face. I was like, impeach? When they ain't gonna impeach him? Shit, never. Oh, but we gonna make sure he won't be able to run for president again. That's crazy, right? That's real crazy. I like to see them arguing and debating, though. That shit be crazy. No goddamn well, y'all ain't finna do half of the shit that you said you're gonna do in the first damn place. The same system that keeps black men incarcerated, and he got in bed with them and thought that he was going to walk free. They had an agenda, but they don't care about him. Yep, true. No. Well, you guys, I am going to get off the clock here, and it's been fun. If you stay, you stay. If you leave, you leave. I have nothing but love for people, for good people. I really do. But my opinions, my strength, my womanhood, nobody gets to take that from me. Not a single soul. Not the people that breathes the same air. Not anybody that puts their leg in the pants the same way I do. Nobody. Nobody. I'm not going to ever put any defamation on anybody. I'm not going to tell you that your opinion is bullshit or anything. You could say your opinions. It's your opinions. And we rebuttal. Everybody rebuttals off of everybody. Everybody rebuttals. Everybody rebuttals. I just don't understand the symbolic part of where our panties like get in a bunch because a person rebuttals. I rebuttal. Doesn't mean that it's harmful or nothing like that. Nah, that's not how I roll. That's not how I roll. My heart is genuine. I'm good people over here. But see, all of that came with being conditionally learned. I learned that had I stayed in Chicago, I think that I would probably still be, I probably still would have done. I probably still would have pow, pow. I probably still would have been doing that. But I had to make a choice. And when I had Tasha, that choice, it just instantly clicked. And it said change. It's just one word. It's like change. Say hi to people. Say bye. Say have a good day. Say, can I get that for you? How is your day? And when I started making those type of changes, no matter how bad, people were mean mugging. IUPUI. You deal with different faces in different places. But the only way to find out, who's good to you and who you can be good back to is you got to start off just being nice. And when you don't get that reciprocal niceness back to you, to just move around. It's like, okay, that's not my flavor of Kool-Aid right there. Okay, well, that person is just not feeling me. And you can't make people feel you, no matter how you talk, no matter if your opinions are humble or your opinions, don't mean any harm or nothing. You're just speaking. Then you know that it's just not your cup of, your flavor. That person ain't feeling you. That person doesn't like what you're saying. That person doesn't like your hair. That person doesn't like your shoes. That person doesn't like your makeup or whatever. That person is entitled to what they don't like. So then I just find I find another circle, because there's always going to be that other person that will connect to you and that will understand and have that humble heart like you, no matter what. I can argue with my BFF pretty much all the time. So most of the time, sometimes I pick shit with her just to be picking at her, but she knows I don't mean none of that shit, because 5 minutes later we laughing our ass off, and then she do me back. Then after she do me back, 5 minutes later we going out to eat. Then that's because we both know that our hearts connects genuinely, connects genuinely. We know that it's going to be some days where we probably irritate each other's ass, but I ain't going to leave her, and I don't think that she'll leave me. I really don't. But that's my BFF, y'all. And when you can build your relationships, your friendships off of something like that, and you know that a person don't turn their back on you or hate you for life and all this stuff, you got a good friend. You got a good friend. You got a good ass friend. So, but y'all have a good night. I will probably see you guys. You know how I do. I pop a one and I pop off. And I pop on and I pop off until, there's something else, about R. Kelly or on the YouTube streets, because I'm going to bring it. Even about Booker. It's going to always, like I said, it's going to always be a Booker with Pap show. No doubt. As that boy be cracking me up. He did a whole screenshot over there with them darn shoes on. And I had to tell Randa about it, right? Because I was like, And I was basically just asking Randall, like, what happened to those shoes? I remember him like making some shoes or some shit and was, trying to sell some shoes. So I just wanted to ask, like, do you remember them shoes? And much love to you too, Curtis. Thank you. And she was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So she went and found the shoes and she put them up right. And I'm in the chat room just laughing with her because I just remember the shoes. I don't know what was the purpose of the shoes. I guess he was making them or selling them or some shit or whatever. So I was like, well, I never even knew the website for them. Never even knew the website. That's how much I paid for them. I really did not know that it was a website for these shoes right there, right? So, and y'all know how Randa is. Randa, she wants to go in and be laughing at it. And it was hilarious. It really was, hilarious. But if Bookham ever felt like, he can put some shoes out there and become a billionaire off of it, then more power to him. It is what it is, right? A hustle is a hustle. It is what it is. But Lord behold, I just so happen to be, I'm strolling and looking. And I'm like, this boy done put a whole screenshot up. And out of 100, Random must have might have had about a good 100 and, I don't know, 30, 40, some people in the chat just laughing away. But he somehow got my name in their screenshot. I was like, what? Why me? Why me? Why did you have to point out to everybody that I was laughing my ass off on the goddamn channel? I was like, Lord have mercy, this boy is something else. But I get it, I get it. What's funny to him is funny to him. What's funny to me is funny to me. It is what it is. And I wish that it could have just stayed at this level. Crack your jokes, laugh and do this. But all that harmful ass stuff, nah. Nah. Don't get jiggy with it. Don't get jiggy with it. I'm sure everybody wants to live for as long as your life is planned out to do so. Fucking killing and shit, man. Shoot you dead and shit like that. What in the fuck's going on here? Can't do it. Can't do it. Lysol, you so nice over here. You so nice. I don't know what you're gonna do about them other channels though, Lysol, 'cause they'll block the hell out of your ass. They don't like Lysol. They don't like you, Lysol, but you nice over here. You're really, really nice over here. Whoever you are. At this point, I don't even care because you're nice over here. I don't care who the hell you are. You said, I like you, but you be messy too because this was uncalled for. Nobody needs new drama, and you've been seeing that pic, so I'm just asking you why you bring it up now. You're absolutely right, Harold. I had been seeing that picture, and just like everybody else, it had been just weighing on me, right? And sometimes you don't have the words that you kind of want to say until they come to you. It had always just laid on my heart, that picture that I spoke on, Harold. It was only just because now I'm trying to figure out, where did this all go wrong? Was I misled by the photo that I saw? That's all the picture was for. It's not to, it wasn't to start any drama. And I know for a fact that I'm not messy. I'm only messy in defense of myself. So that's not true, Harold. That's not true. That's not true. And since you said, because I still got a few minutes. Since you said that I am messy, then what is it that I have been messy on, other than defending myself? What else have I been messy on? You will not find me nowhere, Harold, and anybody back and forth on the panels, all the screaming in the panels. You will not find all these derogatory comments. You will not find me in a comment poking anybody off of none of their commentaries. So where? Please explain to me where, so that we can clear it up. Explain to me where. They want the media to relate to their narrative from the grown, where they need to charge grown up. What? All of them don't need to be there. I agree, Tracy. I'm not going to block you. You're not going to be blocked, Harold. You're not going to be blocked at all. I'm actually waiting for you to tell me where it is that I was messy. I've done one messy show out here in 2 years, what, coming up now on 2 years, just one. And that is when I was playing. I was only playing and picking at Boom Boom about her computer. That's the only one. The only one. And if what I think that you're trying to do is call my opinions messy. That's what I think that you're trying to do. And then that wouldn't be right coming from you, because now what you're trying to do is silence me. You're trying to control my opinions. And that's not fair, because I wouldn't control yours. Those are your opinions. Go ahead and put them out there. I wouldn't do that. I would not take that from you. I don't have the right to take that from you. Not at all. My point of it, so I don't want you to call it messy. My point of it is all of the poking and going back and forth. I needed to make some understanding of it, okay? Most of it be to my people, to the regulars that be in here. I like them to know as well, well, what is it that I am thinking? Well, why did I post that? Or why did I talk about that right now? And usually it's probably bouncing off of the situations that are occurring out here. And I said that this stuff has been bouncing from each other, from this person, from this person, from this person, from this person. And I could not understand why, when all of these people literally sat at a supper table, how did something that that appeared to be for Mr. Kelly, right? How could it get to this point? So that was the purpose of that. It wasn't to be messy. It was asking a question. It's just asking myself a question. How is it that everybody is blaming everybody for this or this, and you're the reason for this, and you're the cause of this? But all of them come from the supper table where it appeared to be support group for Mr. Kelly. That's it. That's it. You say no, okay, you would never silence me. You do have your opinion, and I do too. I just didn't understand where it was coming from. And Lysol Lysol is just protected. He watching my back. Lysol, don't be nice. Be nice. So that's it. But what I do notice though, Harold, is every time that I would have an opinion, right? Do you know that I'm the only, pretty much I'll get attacked for my opinion, but I see a lot of other people, they can have their opinions and they don't get attacked. Isn't that crazy? You will not find papoose in nobody comments out here after any commentary that they put down. You're not going to find me entangled in anybody's drama out here. Absolutely at all. Not a single soul. And it's a lot of fights going on out here, isn't it? I don't come in between it. I don't have no, I talk about them. I do come back over here and I be like, child, this is going on over here, and this is said over here, and this is said over here. I do that. And that's not being messy. That's not being messy, because I'm rebuttaling. That happens on damn near probably about, maybe about 200, 500 channels out here. It did get emotional though, didn't it? Didn't it, Lysol? I don't like all this emotional stuff though, but you're right. Well, I'm going to leave you with this, Harold, because then I'm getting ready to go home. I guess since we all know where it all had came from, we all have seen it all. I guess that I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that I know bullshit. I don't trust bullshit. I don't like bullshit. And coming from that table, that supper table, it's been nothing but bullshit out here on the YouTube streets. And I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. And that's it. That's it. I'm going to leave it right there. It's been nothing but bullshit coming from that table. Mm-hmm. Which has prohibited a lot of unity to come together for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, because we have those circle of people continuing to fight. That's it. That's it. Those people, not your subs. It's no new people. No new people at all. It's all of those people with the back and forth. Nobody wants to get back together. Nobody wants to build it because the trust is out the door. So, but y'all know what? I gotta go. I gotta go home. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go make me some meatloaf and some mashed potatoes so that I can have it for lunch tomorrow with a piece of garlic bread and a little bit of salad, and that'll be my my lunch for tomorrow. So I have to get right back at it. So yeah, but I get it though, Harold. It's okay for everybody else to speak on and bring up the past and talk about old things. Pap can't do it. Pap just can't do it. Pap got to be quiet. Keep everything a secret. But one thing for sure, two things for certain though, Harold. And after this, I'm going to hit this end button over here. Lysol, you guys have a good day. Everybody have a good day, okay? I got to go. I'm going to leave you with this though, Harold. That ain't all of it. That's not all of it. And it sure in the hell is not all of the truth out here. So there is some things that has been put in the wormhole. It really has. Oh, I don't care about them dragging me though. I don't care about that because my life will still goes on, and the only thing that they can drag me on is what they see out here on this YouTube entertainment TV channel. You can't drag me in real life though, Harold. No sirree, Bob. And I promise you that. You can't drag me in real life. But on entertainment TV, girl, I be over here cracking up at them darn dragging things. If you want to drag me on because I didn't comb my hair today or because I left a cup in the console of my vehicle, girl, you know that should be funny. That should be cracking me up. Now, if you think that that's dragging, honey, and if that's your level of dragging where you think I need bag up for that shit, nah. Lysol could sit right where he at. I got that. I can handle that. Now, come dragging me in my real life. And then I'm gonna have to be like, what's his name on what's the old girl name with Lisa Ray, that party movie? It won't be nothing.
Okay.
Hi, Angelina. What's going on? Nothing. It'll be like a big blue over here. But since we do entertainment TV, it's cool. I do not need Lysol back on Dragon on entertainment TV, honey. Lysol sit right where he is, smoke one, choke one. I don't need him. I ain't never need no, I'm good. It's about Dragon. It's all good though. It's all good though, Harold. It's all good. You know what'd be funny though, Harold? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question though, Harold. Why haven't you started a channel? Yeah. Why haven't you started a channel? Why haven't you started a channel? Why it's like I like to see more people start a channel. We need more dragging and roasting going on out here. It's getting boring. We need some new people. I need some whole bunch of new people. Yeah. Mm. And I still support. I support wherever I can, Harold, and when I can. See, I'm not able to like get on here all the time, especially at work. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Sometimes if I click on here, I might lay the phone down. I'll be missing shit. Then my phone ring all day. So it's like, I gotta pick a struggle, girl. I answer my phone, or do I, hit the silent button, continue to watch. So I'm not always like catching everything. Sometimes by choice, I have to go back and watch girl, I'm gonna moderate for you, beauty. Me and Harlem gonna be, and Priscilla, we gonna be over there. We got you. We gonna bring Lysol too. We need to keep a man over there. So I don't know. Hey, Jeffrey, what's up with that famous Dave Hillside? You got the tab, huh, Jeffrey? Jeffrey, you gonna pick up the tab to famous Dave's? Oh, I ain't even see Cha Cha. Look at Cha Cha. I don't know why Cha Cha. Like I be like, you be sneaking in. I never see you. Like I don't know if it's the word so small or what. I don't know. Stand up. I was on IUC, Mississippi. Oh my God, have you ever visited his channel over there? I'm gonna have to drop you the link, girl. He be getting down, honey, with ooh. But I'm still in the learning process of it all because he interprets all of the Bibles as as he speak, and he be looking them up and defining this and that, and I'd be like, hold on, you're moving too fast. I gotta go look up this word. Like he said that we needed to use the word salon instead of salute, or things like that. And and he speaks like like I like watching your channel, with learning a lot of things, so that as growth helps to change the spirit. And I like that. But his channel he be popping it, girl. So you gotta go check him out, though. I think it's ICU Mississippi Burning. I think that's his name. Or it's IUC, or it's ICU. I think it's IUC. Might be Mississippi Burning, girl. And it's they young guys, and he has his reader, right? He be like, read on. And so his compadre, he reads the scriptures, right? He was in Acts, he was in John's, he was in pretty much all of the books. Galatians, he was hitting them over there, girl. And it just he tied it all in, though, stand up. Like then he's defining what's coming out of the Greek part of it and this part of it, and I was like, oh, it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. But you really have to get into, as well as your dictionary too, so that you can be able to, your Greek dictionary and things, to look these words up, because sometimes I have to visually look at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can tell me, look at that, beauty. Is that your channel? Or is that the channel for the guy? Is that the channel for the guy? Like, you can tell me, some of the Greek meanings and things, but now for me to really sponge it in, for it to stick, now I have to go and read it, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And that's only with some, with some of the words. So it's like, okay, what? Let me go look this up. Like that other one word the medical doctors was using, like what is it? Methadone or something. Methodina. They used to say it all the time on the commercials, right? I'm like, what the hell is that? I have to go and look the shit up. It's like, okay, is this a new disease? What's going on here? Whole new goddamn word. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Beauty, what's that? What's that link, Beauty? Is that my link? Or is that your? You say my channel is. You so silly. You is so silly, girl. Bye. All right, you guys. Well, I hope stand up can hear me. She might be gone, but I'm gonna try to get her the link and pass it on to her so that she can tap into there. As long as Saturdays, you guys, I try to tap in over on Ilman the Negro channel and sit on the panel with him just to have some morning chit chat. Saturday last weekend, he was cooking and then I was cooking, and we just sat there and chilled and just talked about whatever came to mind. It was calm, it was humble, and things like that. So some Saturday mornings, yeah, you're looking for me about 7 o'clock in the morning. I try to catch him live and go sit over there with him on that one too. Yeah. You did?
In my flip flops.
Oh shit! You gonna be shape, girl. Drop it like it's hot, mamacita. Oh, you gonna be what? You got? You trying to get in your bikini wear?
Well, summer is coming. Gotta use this.
Okay. You ain't even got no man though.
Oh yeah, I do.
Girl, you ain't got no man.
Yeah, I do.
You ain't. What's his name?
Scott, you want me to call him?
No, that's Scott Tisha. Get your ass out of here. You ain't got no.
Tissue.
You ain't got no man.
Watch this.
Okay, cause I know you ain't got no. When you get, is this the same guy you was dating like a couple of years ago?
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh wow,
Let me see.
that's pretty. Okay, well if that's him, then I know you do.
Let me just call him first, just a second.
I bet every time you come here, you call him. Why you sweat him like that? Like,
Because he's always calling me. Wait a minute.
she gonna put July 3rd up. Okay, so I got the
Oh, he's still in art.
Beauty. You got to send me. You gonna have to message me because if I click on your link, I don't want to close it out so that I can copy it and share it. So, but okay, stand up. I was just checking to see if you were still here about that one channel, though. I just kind of wanted you to peep in on some of his teaching over there, and listen to how he speaks his biblical teaching. He talks about the black Christians too. It was fun. But I like his too, but I love yours. So I love yours, but I like his. So, and you got to listen to his compadre because he reads the scriptures and then he elaborates on it and does his teaching from it. But he's like, and speak. That's right. Speak. And next, I was like, okay, all right. I will be there, Beauty. Don't forget, you guys. Make sure you guys hit Beauty link. She is going to be sharing her virtual ceremony of her vows, you guys, July 3rd. That's what's up. That's what's up, girl. Okay, you guys, I gotta go. Y'all go have a good day. I hope any more messages and my opinions don't get misconstrued. I hope that this doesn't cause no falling out and all of that stuff. And I really, really hope that nobody, comes back to, defamation of character or call the names and stuff because of stupid opinions. That was just not called for. That was not called for. It really wasn't, but it is what it is. There won't be no arguments, and I still rock with all of the channels that I choose to come on. You don't want me there, then just tell me, and I can easily go away. And, I can easily go away, but I don't know, like I said, but it's not too many times that I will go and take slaps in the face and in my face or nothing like that. I'm not a doormat. It's called it's ICU Mississippi Burning, or it's IUC Mississippi Burning. You got to check them out just for a few minutes. I think it might be ICU Mississippi Burning. It might be that. I know I got the in Mississippi Burning right. So it's either ICU or UCI, and they pretty good. They're pretty good. They work together so well, as a team. So that was awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will talk to you guys soon. I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a beautiful night. Bye. You say you put. It's called. Hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure I got. I know it's Mississippi Burning. So just hold on a second. Let me find it for you. It's ICU Mississippi Burning. No, might be IUC. So hold on. I like them. I really do. I might be able to put it up. Let me look in the history part. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Wait a minute. Where the hell are you? Oh, Jiminy. I hate because I can't close this one out to get to it. And I just watched the darn thing this morning, so where in the heck did it go? Okay, so let me do this, because I emailed it to me because I wanted to rewatch some of it. Okay, you got it. Okay. All right. And I saw Demetra. Hi Demetra. I just did a little live, so I'm sorry that you missed it, but I'm gonna go now. So bye everybody. I'm gonna go.